foundation. We must restore it. They are killing people in the east, in the west, in the south, in the north. We should shut down the National Assembly. Let's shut it down. If we cannot save this country, we stay in our homes.
A new day, a new event. When elephants fight. Here, we bring together the main. Stay tuned to the Situation Room with Oᴏᴜᴜ every Monday to Friday from 4 to 5:30 p.m.
Again, say there. The eyes have it.
Hello there. Remember the saying, safety first. Who to call can make all the difference. In case of fire, if you see a fire outbreak in either your, what do you do? Also, health emergencies come without warning. So, in case of an accident, if someone is unconscious, injured, then the emergency toll-free line on 112 or 767. Remember, early discreet. Stay on the line. Wax calls delay real help and are punishable by law. Let's work together to make Lagos safer for you. This message is brought to you by
to the Friday of year 2020. So that reminds me, my 12. That's 12, 12, 12. Interesting. Takes one day away from Christmas and New Year. As I've but more than anything else, if you're listening to the sound of my voice this evening, when things want to get better, sometimes the things are a bit tough and you're trying to look for ways to get out of that. As we move into the new year, today during show, I made the announcement candidate for the I've had some very interesting Tᴏɪᴜᴜ, we've had Dr. Daniel Buala, we've had but yesterday's conversation with Prince Adebayo People Center as Mr. Yinka Oyèbọ̀dé did today after so much money expectations Wednesday, and it was our country. We had the likes of Senator Kpemi, boarding the first commercial flights, and I've followed operators will be looking into that zone, especially as it also benefits pillars development agenda of the state. Also prepare for one of the two off-cycle elections. I respect so much, someone that had being at the forefront of the chief press secretary to the executive governor of Ekiti State.
Good afternoon. My pleasure to be here. And I want to especially
within the period you joined us last, and now a lot has happened in Ekiti. Stational rulers, issues of abduction and all of that. But it looks like the state had been on an upward, scale of all of the state have had engagement with this year. Ekiti State seems to be one that raised conversation, Mr. to the polls again in 2026 to either years also.
Last 10 months or thereabouts, thing that the administration of Jordan is doing in the state is a master plan. We are 2020.
I don't know if you could help us change your location so that we can get the better reception.
Look at it. Everything is done by step. So if we're talking about that, airports, they come at a point in time in the area of education, in the area of human capital development, art, culture, and creative economy. This is an area that we do. So, by and large, in the state under the leadership of Jordan in the last 1.5 years, back to a point interstate road. Right. Because we have said the father, without power infrastructure, there can be no development. So power infrastructure, these are big, having ensuring that we have good qualitative and compulsory education from primary institutions are well fortified with personnel, are well fortified with facilities, modern facilities and equipment, such that they can compete with their peers. Any part of you have seen the various results to have financial base, from the federal allocation things that we need as a state. We can on every thing. In terms of government, even pensioners are paid as one of the best in terms of minimum wage. Local did not need to agitate. We didn't have to agitate. so amount, and everybody was happy about it. And in terms of consequential allowances, we're talking about youth development and job creation. The government is using different policies to drive development and to drive industrialization, bring back the youth into agriculture. Through this scheme, 2 years ago, 1,000 people were parcels of land, clear the land for them. That's what we call land clearing. And it is free, free of charge. Give them the land free of charge. And then they give them also come up with very healthy food security, home service. The harvesting time comes, like we have now, we're in harvesting season now. They smite the bank. Why? Because the government is not the period of government. Then the government takes the goods to a company that we have in unit price. So we do that with the young farmers and we pay them their money. As at last year, when they're either individual or to cooperatives, and we encourage them to form clusters. So in the state today, we have 15 local governments. As at date, we have 13 farm clusters for this youth in commercial agriculture. 3 other clusters are on the way to be prepared. And as at date, because of the success of last year, this year, 5,000 into bank. I have seen young farmers boasting of, okay, when after even within the space of a year, even within the space of a year, how many people, if you're heading mine, if you say will tell you he has made 4 million within 4 months of planting, we also have big players in our industry who are processing plants. They are big players. They're also waiting that, okay, we are also interested in taking from you. So apart from government, taking from government is a form of empowerment, is a form of employment, is a form of driving industrialization because, to sell your rights as party, either to the company or to the government. That's what I've had to. You have an option to sell your granules as value addition to turn into granite oil. You also have an option to sell your food at the areas that government is using to drive industrialization to ensure that you also stand up to the country. Empowerment for this. It was commissioned in October. In collaboration with the strategic member, fix an emergency to start some starting point and do some massive recruitment of doctors. If you go to any hospital in the state today, you have personnel. We are over statistics. The idea is to fix at least one center with drugs, with facilities, and with personnel. As I speak with you, we've been able to do about 150 out of the 177 targeted because we try to make sure at least one or categories of people. So if a pregnant woman goes to any of the primary care centers, it is free of charge. Whether young or old, goes to any of the hospitals, it is free. Also, of late, there are some people, they call them sickle cell champions. These are people suffering for primary care center, they'll be treated free. If the case becomes too difficult at the general hospital, if the case requires going to teaching hospital, the hospital will refer such a person, and because of the referral, the person will have access to healthcare hospital, and because you started your director from the primary care in the state, has been healed on ward and the police that was being given to the governor. The state has been able to offer rural water supply, sanitation, and hygiene so much progress in quarter 1, quarter 2 of 2024. Physical transparency league for quarter 2 pay in Nigeria. By Nigeria, it was also ranked as second lowest. The state has also reduced by 1,000 in 2024. It has also reduced 7% in 1,000 in 2024. It has also reduced under 5 mortality by 54%. That's from 91 per 1,000 schools for children with disabilities in Nigeria. And when you look at all is the man of the year, is the most impactful leader of the year, it is because of the government of the Banji administration.
Mr. Nkoyobode, you've said a lot. You've touched area of local development, bringing accessible and affordable health care for the people of the state. But let's talk about what happened on Wednesday. The first commercial flatment, not just for the people of Ekiti State, for even the neighborhood of that being another failed project. I remember I pushed it to you, the fact that not so mentioned the airport, but it looks like it's a big win. 9 billion was exhausted on that project. How much value?
Talking about the Iɗiyago International Cargo Airport is a game changer by every it is because it is tying down something. It is tied, like our airport, look at the name. It is tied from one location to another. It's also an international, different parts of the world. And in a state, we have that manpower, we have all those things, they come together and they're able to push the fire. Because it to allow us to do an airport state is an exposure to open. You will agree with me that it comes to one spring recently, just about 4 weeks, came there just a week after a bishop of Anglican, when they wanted, and the same situation, because security is being put in the administration. So when you talk about the airport, it is to study the knowledge zone area. The knowledge zone is a major project where we want to have also, it goes to be around, because we have one of the leading hospitals, research teaching hospitals, all our higher institutions,
the federal
federal university, yes, and the federal, it's the knowledge zone. As you see the status of free trade zone, that is another development that's another investment. The government is supposed to be an enabler. Government may not be able to exhibit their God-given talent. And that's what the Pʀᴜᴛᴜ administration is doing.
Okay. Potentials that Ekiti State, maybe after Ondo State and Lagos, that is the state and pretty security issues. Ekiti State shares border with Kwara State, somewhere around the south of Kwara. And if you look at the security concerns in Kwara State in the last 2-3 months, what is the Ekiti State government doing? Minority amongst the state and all of that. But significantly so, with the Kogosi for the Christmas, can come in with both hands.
If you give it to the state government, that in spite of the various incidents, that tells you that we are on top of the situation. But practically, in terms of basically jigged the architecture of the state and the state. Also, we have also the agro rangers. We have our agro rangers, and we have invested hugely in agri development, giving land to young farmers to go into agri then. There is no more available land for kidnappers to hide, to use as their hide for criminal elements within the state. They will be sent the company. By the way, if you intend to know that if you take on acres of land that are form of farming, the agriculture going on the agencies to ensure that the environment is well fortified. They attempted it. So there is a structure in the structure security outreach, and I must give it to the security agencies in the state to work in an harmonious. It's been all good for the state.
No, His Excellency Governor Pʀᴜᴛᴜ. The primaries in terms of maybe usually scout for as a Nigerian reflection of our people would be making ahead of the 20.
Because of this interview, all people, no state, the state people and government have been able to touch different aspects of life, and have been able to invest in the people. And there's a recent document that came out, workers with the retired elders, and like I said, you don't change the way away, and you cost up to victory, triumph, and focus of the development plan. You've been taking ownership of that government, making it together with them. So every quarter, it goes to the communities and interacts with them, look for them, and it makes some promises to know the next stage behind the figures. So is there no time the government declares openly his interest in the 20 ensure that he actually throws it up to the ring to contest it. Opposite of different political platforms development, they don't see unity, they've seen progress, they've seen a lot of the best since 10, 15, 20 years are completed. Or by my predecessor, they will leave it. Or by my party, no, because of time constraint or because of financial constraint, we have been able to do them. And there's accelerated progress the last 3 years, which has not been established. And the people are.
Excellency Governor Pʀᴜᴜᴜ and Secretary of the Ekiti State government. And now he's there and he validate on whatever they think is on ground, or they want to change the status. No, for being my guest on the show today, we'll keep in touch. And I'm very sure that on one of 2 times, maybe next year, the governor will be making. Why not?
Amen.
president must know that this is a bad time for our nation. Save this country. We stay in our home.
Thing unexpected blows up under the sun, and the ground shakes. We are always plugged in, watching it all unfold right here in the Situation Room. Here, we bring together the main actors to take their turns on pressing issues, dissecting events as they unfold across every sector of your super dial, mainland 98.3 FM.
Thank you very much for still staying with us. The Chief Press Secretary to the Ekiti State Governor, Commerce Production, of course, the National Cargo Airport in key on it. You always know that Osun State, in the next couple actively interesting times. Breaking news that about late yesterday news filtered in that Governor Doye, the APC, and a lot of go on with whatever fight life. Those of us that still think the power of life, you actually have the opportunity to be alive today. Does not even mean you are going to see the end of today. I'm sure when you woke up yesterday, of course, and that was exactly what we heard yesterday. As they passed away on announcing the decision in the conference today, the state commission, following the incident, there was public speculations over his health as concerned Bayelsa's waiting for the government official statement. The commissioner for information announced official duty. I was rushed to the great loss to the government, the people of the states, and senator representing Bayelsa West Senatorial District. Heartfelt condolence to his wife, His Excellency Absin, and all the citizens. Beginning from today, Friday, the 12th of December, God will grant them the fortitude to bear the loss. Served as a deputy governor since 2020. Send our condolence. Well, may the good Lord grant the family the fortitude to bear the loss. But of course, I had to find a way to track down the chief press, especially on the back of the airport on Wednesday. And is now being put to commercial use. About air flight. A friend of mine was supposed to come into the country and make a connecting flight to 60,000. I'm seeing Lagos to Abuja at 280. Luxury is also almost community on aviation at someone privatized or they're helpless. We can't control it, feel safe at this time. People that way, man, make the people suffer for being and just do one or two things and come back by road. You're welcome. Get that. You're going to what?
The camera. Besides, I'll report on Monday. Trust me. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm trust you going as well.
Yeah, I'm fine. I listen to your program throughout the week. First of all, coming through this one day, we all go to deliver your promises for people because one day you'll be no more. Yesterday they will speak as like angel. They looked, and I think you're supposed to ask question the article because that you hold tight on that position.
They were coming in and then it took us.
Is it the only himself as the candidate? So and I that can change them. Look. Until we make all now what?
The right question. Political choices. People, I vote for whether you're competent or not, whether you're credible to do every calendar year. The propaganda.
Good evening.
You're welcome.
On the guest brought. Hello.
Can you repeat yourself?
I think it's the best. I think it's really representing. Man has really tried. So that's
politics in Lagos. And Mama, what's going on? Why are you so excited about this? I said earlier, my mom is from Ekiti as well. So, hello, good evening to you.
Where I can get the full clip or the full speech.
Okay, book earlier today, but you know what you do for me right now? Just send me a text. Send me a WhatsApp number. You call. Just replace the.
I don't want to go that the nearest airport to it is the airport. What I'm trying to say is,
about 14 billion of runway projects and just
maintaining an airport
a lot of money
for the runway. Tell me what can government make from that project every month or that. The entire Southwest is a master, is a medical doctor that key into that project. The rest governor, including that doctor, he said he's no longer practicing medicine. In the case of the deputy, as you are told, that they are doing the Iṛ has his own candidate that will team up with not to APC. Selfish and be better. And is it not better than to
politicize the issue? period is principal the tributes that is said, and I saw the video. Where were you? This and that. Logical. I said, oh, he in the face of some. When you saw the diplomatic issue, ambassador and foreign affairs, but they were just without ambassador. The Alain Dume and Senator Adams. See a permanent seat on the UN Security Council, Nigeria on that same table, then go. And I'm like, the wife of the late governor of the state, came out to say that does not know where it's going to be. And what exactly did you share? I felt really disappointed. Start pushing for. When you are assigning ministers, please, when you are sending them for screening, assigned to the Ministry of Transport will not be asked about, so that the Senate Committee on Health can screen the Minister for Health. The Senate can screen the Minister of this, so that we don't just have ministers asking very relevant questions. Exactly do we call screening? You tell me to take a bow and leave because I was a former senator, because I function well as a governor, I would automatically function well conversation. If you are sending lists to improve the relationship between, I'm going to ask you about COVID-19 infrastructures. I would ask you about. Yes, good to have you join us. Your name is Mr. Wisdom. Good to have.
Trying to see how can people to be a help to me.
0410. What happened yesterday in the Senate was a complete show of shame. Was it on Akpabio that said Trump is on our neck? That's John Bernard. This old man is not high time the giveaway for younger generation that enough is enough, and a vital decision. We understand them. Someone like Rᴏᴏ, what evidence he has? They who benefited in the election conducted by Yakub, those that they are screening for them to be trusted. Thank you. Second base, Jerry. Steve.
Name is calling from Lagos.
Okay.
If they were to beat all those ambassadors, I will see them back. Well, it's not their fault.
Thank you very much. I'm not going to the presidencies. If it took you that long, then we should expect quality. And if the qualities are having, if I don't feel comfortable with Rᴏᴏ, for instance, being I should forget whatever he says or whatever he does on social media. Brought Chicken Republic, and that when people give birth in the state, they give them 500 naira to take care, and they told him to take a bow, have to be a former governor or a former politician, a former come to mainland FM.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Ope.
Good to have you,
Mr. Ope. Every day I get more. We always think that we can hide behind the finger. This is a drug baron. They invited you, that person. And some people will call. I don't know if that to sue. If you know that allegation is not right, you should sue that person for defamation to go and represent more than 200 million Nigerians.
And then people will watch the video.
How would they take us serious? In fact, this country, I don't see any hope with these people in government. There's no
the issue of that screening on the show today. That was why, good enough we had a guest, because I know that it will have been very, very, unknown.
Good afternoon, my brother.
You're welcome.
You know why? It's what they want. It's not what people want. So you cannot tell me what I want. I didn't concern about you. You're not telling me that. It's not what they want. It's what they want now. They are the one that is there. It's their turn. So what do you?
Taifa would always say, take care of yourself. Take good care.
Man that is called from Amuwa careful. Look, Senator Osobaba and the Dume yesterday. The nearly came blue yesterday.
Exactly.
Just for my name. Just 2 of us are inside your studio. If you not find trouble, that's what mention name. Somebody should mature.
Let's go. Let it go.
Be careful. Don't mention anybody.
He just said the man from Amuwa Dofina. His wife. You are in Amuwa Dofina. I don't show.
I disagree with the senators. Even though the number one question to be shown to those people is that the country you are representing, if you go to that, we will be able to read it.
Keep your mouth shut.
That's what is telling me. And when you saw those people as an ambassador, only people who can do it.
He even said it that he's not going to accept any appointment.
He has a forgiving mind. If we don't forgive one another, God Almighty say, if you commit sin, I will tell you repent.
I know that a lot of people would have outbursts. The existing lawmakers, Nicola concern. Have a wonderful weekend. Get more disappointment used to learn. I'm trying. I'm sure you're good as well.
Thank God, give glory to God. This is Mr. James. But you see, it should not be a surprise because Nigeria is just such a country that's full of. Because if we have institutions that work, for instance, when we elect this, please, is that they are taking something serious like in another country? This is who represents Nigeria, entire country in another country, and we are using people that. And this is the way they were screening before the entire Nigeria, and they say we are not satisfied with the way you praise me.
And it says, good evening. I hope I pronounce this well. Afi Filak. Good evening to you. Thank you very much for the guest you brought today. On the issue of the screening, the senators know that it is just a joke and a normal practice, and nothing.
Prof, how are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
Yeah, well, not totally bad.
I mean, that's the language.
You know,
that's Mr. Tğğ Joshua, right?
Yes, yeah.
Good to have you join us.
How we abandon our own and adopt other people's own. You know, the problem we are facing now.
Michael Jackson.
I want you to work on the lyrics. You know, understand me? Work on the lyrics and carry out a research on some of that mentality is still there. You will also see it in our military. You know, when they want to impose their power, you know, as if all their aggression and frustration is gone. You know, they are cowards. You understand me? The same thing we are facing, whether in religion, you see
to defend those ideologies.
Our own tradition.
This one says, please, okay, this is Grandma Maggie from Oshodi, and it says, please ask someone who said the video. It's been an engaging week, no doubt about that. Okay, next up is Mainland FM Global News at 5:30. Thank you so much, Mr. Yinka Oyèbọ̀dé, the Chief Press Secretary to the Ekiti State Governor, for Sports Cruise on Mainland 98.3 FM. Chelsea manager Enzo Maresca has been voted as the Premier League Manager of the Month of the Mainland 98.3 FM. It's a Friday, right? So you know that by 7 there will be, and stay around for Global News.